In today's video, we're gonna show you the 5 secrets to knowing how to write a rap punchline while rhyming basically every bar. These 5 secrets to rap wordplay will include live examples with actual rap punchlines and music throughout this training, and although it might seem like an intimidating task to not only learn but reproduce yourself, we're confident that after having coached thousands of rappers from around the world personally, as well as having close to 500,000 subscribers on this channel, that if you've been looking for an easy to follow guide on the science of rap wordplay and how to accomplish the act of learning how to write rap punchlines while rhyming every bar, this will be an excellent step-by-step roadmap for you from beginning to end. So let's get into it. Secret number 1 is what we call Soundalikes. The first secret to knowing how to write rap punchlines and improving your wordplay is using a lot of what we like to call Soundalikes, which the academic or school term for is known as a homonym. These are 2 words that have different meanings but may sound exactly the same when spoken, or in this case, when rapped aloud. Let's listen to the first few bars of the example track and identify where the soundalike or homonym is. Drew. Yeah, I belong here like a Marley. I want 40 mil before I turn 40. I won't sign for that price cause I'm nice. I need gifts in the clause cause I'm naughty. Can you identify where the sound-alike phrase is? There's a hint in the Marley reference. Boom. The word here is a sound-alike for hair. They're used as homonyms in this case. Therefore, when the song says, I belong here like a Marley, the wordplay is in the sound-alike for hair, hence I belong hair like a Marley. The simile like a Marley is the hint that there's wordplay in there, and utilizing similes along with sound-alikes packs a powerful punch. They improve the chances both that your listener will catch the line and that you can have a humorous lyrical connection with the bar. Later in the track, there's a bar that goes, it's still a process so I talk less, I gotta make the grams last like I'm Aubrey, with the sound-alike being gram as in the scientific grams for you know what, and gram as in the last gram, the last name of Aubrey Graham, also known as Drake. However, don't feel like you need to have a simile in order to accomplish a good sound-alike. Check out this bar from Eminem on his song Campaign Speech, where he impersonates a politician throughout much of the song. Getting off is the first thing I want to do once I get in office. Notice how he utilizes the off is and office homonym or sound-alike in that bar without a need for a simile. Get creative with your use of sound-alikes. Sometimes have a simile, sometimes don't. Now, the next line in the rap goes, I want 40 mil before I turn 40, which utilizes another secret in your ability to write rap punchlines, so let's roll into that. Secret number 2, prefix play. I want 40 mil before I turn 40. I won't sign for that price cause I'm nice. I need gifts in the clause cause I'm naughty. Now that we've begun the track with a nice sound alike, what we're doing here is playing around with the prefixes or the beginning of words or phrases, what we call a prefix play. Sometimes the best ways to give wordplay without changing the meanings of words as we did at the start is to find words with similar beginnings or prefixes, to use a school term, and play around with them. In this case, we have stated I want $40 million before I turn 40, playing on the prefix of the number 4 by cutting the word before into simply 4, and of course 4 as the first number in 40 in both cases. This may seem very intense for one video, but don't worry, over time you will get better. And if you don't want just one video teaching you these frameworks, click the first link in the video description to check out our Infinite Rhyme Maker course, which comes as a free bonus on that page, which will give you years worth of ideas on how to speed up your wordplay writing and rhyming processes. But in a minute on the same track, we actually use a prefix play yet again, so check this out. I need gifts in the clause cause I'm naughty, and I be leaking on my songs cause I'm saucy. But when you see me on the tour, wasn't for free. Started beating on the door to the door creak. Went from sleeping on the floor to the floor seats. Therefore, before we go on with the next secret, let's bookmark for you that you can do multiple ways of playing around with the beginnings of words and phrases. You can turn words like before into 4 to play around with the number 40, or you can play around with the statement sleeping on the floor and then use the phrase floor seats in the same line to show your come up. Secret number 3 is double entendres or double meanings. Now you should already see that there are a wealth of different concepts you can use in order to learn how to write rap punchlines. However, we're sure you've been waiting for what some might call the holy grail of rap wordplay that almost everyone knows, at least in theory, the double entendre. Double entendres are the times where you give a word or a phrase an initial context or original meaning, and then quickly within the rap, often within the same bar, give a secondary meaning to the word at the same time. So we listen to the first few bars.
I belong here like a Marley. I want 40 mil before I turn 40. I won't sign for that price cause I'm nice. I need gifts in the claws cause I'm naughty. And I be leaking on my songs cause I'm saucy. But when you see me on the tour, wasn't for free.
Can you recognize the double entendre present in those bars? Which word is it? Hint. Think Christmas time, okay? Got it. Yes, indeed, it's the word clause. So what we've done here is first set up the original meaning or context, which is that I, the rapper, wants money for their raps. I'm negotiating more funds for my bars. I'm signing a record deal or getting money from a company. That's context number 1 by saying lines like, I want 40 mil before I turn 40. I won't sign for that price because I'm nice. I want gifts in the clause. Clause in that case means a legal clause in a contract. Gifts in that context means more money. I want gifts in the clause. In other words, I want more money or perks within the legal clause or contract. Context number 2 is a Christmas metaphor or meaning, exemplified both by gifts phrasing and the expression or idiom, which we'll talk about in a second, naughty or nice, right? So therefore, in that case, Claus is the last name of Santa Claus, again indicating to the listener by having it next to the word gifts that there's a double entendre there. Let's move on to secret number 4. However, just to lock this in, notice that the very next line also includes a double entendre on the word leaking, right? I be leaking on my songs because I'm saucy, meaning I leak my songs as in release them for free, but also a play on the expression saucy, right? 2 different contexts. I got the sauce, etc. Secret number 4 is expressions, or also known as idioms. The next secret to rap wordplay and how to write a rap punchline is we use what is called in school an idiom, but you can also just think of them as an expression. So for example, if I say a penny saved is a penny earned, that's a common expression. That's not meant to be taken literally, but it represents an idea of a behavior or situation, in this case saving money. Every single language has many idioms, aka expressions, that you can play around with. And in fact, many major hits in rap history are based off of these, right? So Cleaning Out My Closet by Eminem, for example, is a play on the idiom of skeletons in my closet. He even says that in the song. Or Stronger by Kanye West is a play on the idiom or expression, that which doesn't kill me can only make me stronger. Again, he bases the song on it. Now in our case, we play with the Christmas-related expression or idiom of who's naughty or nice in our bar with the double entendre we talked about in secret number 4.
I want 40 mil before I turn 40. I won't sign for that price cause I'm nice. I need gifts in the claws cause I'm naughty. And I be leaking on my songs cause I'm saucy. But when you see me on the tour, wasn't for free. Started beating on the door to the door creak. Went from sleeping on the floor to the floor seats.
And within this section, we actually have 2 idioms worth noticing. Who's naughty or nice and beating on the door. In both cases, those are non-literal statements meant to represent an idea. We've already covered the naughty or nice line quite a bit, but be sure to also notice the usage of beating on the door as an expression. That lyrically helps tighten up the concept that I'm a rapper who's getting what's due in the game, developed through lines like, I won't sign for that price cause I'm nice, and I want 40 mil, and so on. And secret number 5 is bring it all together. Let's round up this training by demonstrating how it all comes together. Yes, the answer to the question you want to ask, should I be doing all of this at once, is yes. Let's check out the end of the verse and quickly break down how multiple secrets are used at once.
But when you see me on the tour, wasn't for free. Started beating on the door to the door creak. Went from sleeping on the floor to the floor seats. You can see the progress every project. Get me thinking that it's Marcy, it's Morsi. Still a process, so I talk less. Got to make the gram last like I'm Aubrey. And I be in a IS. It's a strike dude and I always IS. You could find who when the guy I is. I'm always time 2 if it's 5 times 10.
All right, so here we start off with the idiom beating on the door, which we've already discussed. We move on to the double entendre of project, as in record music, hence you see progress every project. However, it also means the housing projects, Marcy Projects, where Jay-Z is from, since in the next bar, I'm correcting people that my name isn't Marcy, it's Morrissey. We also have the Soundalike of Graham's Last that we discussed in secret number 1, a Drake reference, and then we end with an extended set of Soundalikes with IS, and I is. So just to clear that up, IS is Alexa's car, hence I yes, I'll be in an I yes. Even I yes is a play on that. But the second is it's a strike through, then I always I yes. That means anytime there's a strike through the letter S, I'm eyeing it, aka a $sign. See where I'm going? And the guy I is at the end is pretty self-explanatory. So now we've given you a lot to work with on this training. We have additional training specifically on punchlines, such as what you're seeing on the screen. And be sure if you want more step-by-step personal coaching to click that first link in the video description as a free bonus on the page. Now, I want to see you in the comments. Can you think of any other examples of the secrets you've learned here from your favorite rapper's punchline? I've been your host, Drew Marcy. It's the big homie Drew for How to Rap. I'm out.